One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fire was burning, down the track came a hobo hiking, and he said,
Joel and Ethan Coen are a directing duo who are famous for their unique dark comedy, hilarious reoccurring actors, and refusal to define a film by a specific genre, even though almost all their films are somehow related to the Western. You think they would just become cowboys already or relocate to Mississippi and finally fulfill their Southern obsession. Come on, guys. From Raising Arizona, Oh Brother, The Lady Killers, and True Grit, the jig is up. You guys like the Southern genre, just admit it.
sings in the bleak rock candy mountains.
I am a man of constant sorrow.
However, there is one genre that they have always tiptoed around that doesn't become obvious until their 2000 success, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The Coen Brothers love a good Southern musical. In fact, Oh Brother itself could be considered one. While, yeah, it doesn't have grand musical scenes with elaborate dance numbers, it does have a unique relationship with the music and narration. Through extensive use and blending of American traditional music with the narrative and characters, the Coens have created their own unique genre of musical, the Coen musical. In Oh Brother, the country, blues, roots mixed music serves as more than just a complement to the Southern location and time period. It also drives the plot and character development, like a traditional musical film would. Rather than having characters spontaneously break into song, the narrative conceit of the music in Oh Brother occurs more naturally, emerging from the mise-en-scène. It wouldn't be unrealistic for a musical group, even one as, well, unique as the Soggy Bottom Boys, to perform their song on stage or for a church congregation to be singing a spiritual song. However, it is how these songs blend into the narrative of the film that makes them musical numbers. The band's song, Man of Constant Sorrow, follows the character Ulysses Everett McGill throughout the film, being a huge testament of his character. All the misfortune in his life comes from his own actions and choices. Ironically, it is also the song that ends up liberating the convicts at the political rally. While the idea of a bunch of criminals recording a hit song that gets them freed at the end might be a stretch to believe in real life, it's easily believed and accepted in the fictional world of Oh Brother. Musicals commonly break the rules of the real world by playing by the rules of their fictional one. In Oh Brother, of course the criminal trio would find themselves at a recording studio, suddenly record a hit song, and later randomly perform it at a political rally. Thank you, musical logic. Another example is Down in the River to Pray, sung by the religious ensemble on their way to a river to be baptized. Their singing interrupts a conversation between the convict trio, creating a smooth transition from character speaking to character singing. This moment is a unique Coen musical number because, like a traditional musical number, an ensemble is performing an action and singing about it. But this moment blends in with the action already going on. The trio joins in on the baptism without breaking the musical number. The music is in the scene and part of the story. It is a dynamic principle for the characters themselves. The famous KKK Rally scene also plays with the rules of the musical. Funny enough, it is actually full of references to one of the most famous musical films of all time, The Wizard of Oz. With the marching and chanting that mimics the walk of the Winkies of the Wicked Witch's guards to the trio disguising themselves as rally members to save their friend, like the Lion, Scarecrow, and Tin Man did with Dorothy. How can this scene not be considered musical? What makes this scene unique and very Coen is the use of dark comedy and questioning of realism. While a church congregation could plausibly find themselves at a river singing, the KKK Rally plays further with bending the rules of the musical fictional world. The choreographed marching and chanting of the KKK at a rally isn't quite as believable, which causes the audience to question, what are the rules of this fictional world? Even so, The musical aspect of the scene makes sense for the given circumstances and aids in telling the story of the characters.
Won't you spare me over till another year?
These three moments in the film exemplify the musical in that they challenge the idea of what is just part of the score and what is part of the narrative. The soundtrack of Oh Brother doesn't just complement and heighten the on-screen action, it is involved with it. The characters and narrative are influenced by and participate in the musical score, like characters in a musical would. These interactions make sense for the given circumstances of the film without breaking the audience's belief that this is still a Coen film. Through their work on Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?, the Coen Brothers have created a musical genre that is unique to their own personal style of filmmaking, the Coen musical.